Well, the French Consulate here in Hong Kong and in Macau has been here for 150 years, so it's a very long time, of course. And over all these years, we have been taking care of the needs of the French community. But besides that, and I would say even more importantly, we have been trying to encourage, to develop the links between Hong Kong and France, between Macau and France. And we have been, I think, quite successful because these links are booming. So we're talking about human links. You have a growing community, French community here in Hong Kong. The number has doubled over the last 7 years. You have more and more Hong Kong people who go to France every year, 200,000 to be precise. These links are, of course, cultural. You have here one of the biggest French cultural festivals in Asia, the French May Cultural Festival, which has become a cornerstone of Hong Kong cultural landscape. You have more and more exchanges between students, and that's really something we want to encourage. The number of Hong Kong students going to France to study every year is increasing by 10%, and they come to study engineering, business, gastronomy, and of course fashion. And what they find there is value for money. And they're quite happy about their experience there, and when they come back here, many of them are employed, hired by French companies, because here you have more than 800 French companies in Hong Kong, and they employ 30,000 people. So we really want to encourage, to develop even further these exchanges among students. We think that's the future.
Our department aims at developing 4 major fields here in Hong Kong. First is education. We are trying to organize French programs for local Hong Kong students, both in school and universities, in order to develop the learning of French language. Behind this, the aim is to be able to send students from Hong Kong and Macau in France to study either through PhD or Masters or BA. Second is culture. We have the annual French festival called the French May, which takes place in May and June. And through the French May, we try to offer the public from Hong Kong and Macau music, theatre, ballet, or exhibitions about French artists, also fashion and food tasting. Third is science. We are trying to develop partnerships between France and Hong Kong and Macau in the field of research, in any kind of research between French researchers and Hong Kong researchers. And last but not least, the French cinema in Hong Kong has been developing very much in these last years through several ways. French films are shown in Hong Kong festivals, and the most important one is French Cine Panorama that actually takes place every year in November and December, showing at least 50 films that sometimes are not even released in France.